Top Rank has signed a streaming deal with DAZN. It's your boy JYD checking in live from the diaper room, man. You already know what it is. I appreciate everybody for subscribing, hitting the notification bell and all that, man. We are surpassed 6,000 subscribers, so man, thank y'all so much. Without no y'all, there is no JYD world. So thank y'all so much, man. Love the community. Let's get into it though. Man, I remember when DAZN first came into boxing, and everybody was like, "Oh, they only gonna be here, only till tomorrow. It ain't like that. That's XYZ. Boom, boom, boom. They gonna be out the door." And man, oh man, might I say, DAZN is definitely doing their big one right now for 110%, man. Between DAZN and Riyadh season. And they're going a couple fighters, more specifically, Brandon Glanton, Bulletproof. He just came out saying that Zuffa treated him extremely well and all that other good stuff. It's still super early for Zuffa as well, but a lot of fighters are saying a lot of good things about Zuffa too. But man, the tide is absolutely changing with boxing and how, who's in the boxing promotion game and, who's at the top and things of that nature, because they signed a 8 to 10 bouts. I'm sorry, not bouts. I'm sorry, shows. 8 to 10 shows a year from what information I've seen. They're going to be paying a licensing fee of 1 million, between 1 and 1.25, I think, million. But yeah, so DAZN is no longer Top Rank DAZN. It has been Top Rank. I'm sorry, I said DAZN. Top Rank is no longer ESPN. It was Top Rank ESPN. Now it appears it's going to be Top Rank DAZN. That is definitely a doozy. I don't know if anyone necessarily seen this coming. I know that I didn't. The news hit me like a ton of bricks. But what does this mean? Does this mean that fighters are going to be getting more opportunity to kind of cross platforms, if you will? Like, DAZN fighters are going to be fighting Top Rank fighters, and then Top Rank fighters with DAZN, and then they're going to reach out for the whole Riyadh season thing in the zoo. Like, are these guys all going to eventually go ahead and just mix all in one pot? And is it going to be, let's do away with, I'm on this side of the street, you on that side of the street type of thing? How's the landscape of boxing going to look, man? Because from what I also seen, Zuffa, made a push for the IBF joint, whereas though IBF pulled out of saying that they was going to take the belts away from Ja Apataya. So Ja Apataya, from my knowledge, still has that IBF belt that they said they was going to take from him. So are all of the promotional companies about to really mix it up and stop protecting fighters' O's and really put on the fights that the fans want to see? I don't know, man. I really don't know, but it's kind of looking like that could potentially go on. I definitely think it's going to be going on with DAZN and DAZN Top Rank, because if you're signed to DAZN, that does not mean that you're signed to DAZN Top Rank. DAZN Top Rank, from my knowledge, is now an entity of DAZN. So you could be signed to Top Rank, and if you're signed to Top Rank, I guess, will be a subsidiary of DAZN because of the streaming licensing it is. So all of Top Rank's fights are going to be now streaming from DAZN. So it's kind of like a subsidiary situation, I believe. So if you're signed to Top Rank, you can be fighting 100% pure DAZN fighters. So that mixes things up if you're a fighter that's on Top Rank and on DAZN. So they're kind of a little bit sharing the same home, and the fighters can make these in-house fights happen to where though the belts also do stay at home. But again, you got guys like Dana White with Zuffa. I'm not sure. Well, actually, I am sure. His relationship, the whole Eddie Hearn and Dana White relationship, that's also kind of sketchy too, because I don't think Eddie Hearn is the biggest fan of Dana White, and Dana White was saying he ain't never had no problem with Eddie Hearn, but then Eddie Hearn started taking shots at him, so he was just like, man, F it, we gonna take it there, and oh well. But I do know that from my knowledge, Riyadh season in Eddie Hearn, DAZN, is good. So now we can be getting some cross fights between Top Rank fighters, between DAZN fighters, and between Riyadh season fighters. So that's 3 promotional companies right there, to where as though they can, crisscross applesauce the belts and the opportunities and the platforms and the stages for a bunch of different fighters. As well as, if and in fact Zuffa decides, like, all right, listen, maybe we can go ahead and squash our beefs, and then we can all mix it up, because Zuffa also has a Zuffa belt. So I do believe we are now entering the era of, gone are the days of the protect your old fighters. I just don't I don't see the whole protect your old fighter things going on anymore, man. And if I'm being honest, I'm liking it. Now, does that mean that certain fighters are not going to get special treatment and certain fighters are still not going to be protected? Absolutely not. There are still going to be some fighters that are protected. There are still going to be some fighters that are looked at as the golden goose. It's just the name of the game. It's just the way the world works. Whereas though this one fighter is a main attraction, and it's somebody that we're trying to keep and protect and make the face of a company, make the face of a division, and all of those things. So we need this guy to keep his O, so that he can bring in more money, he can bring in more popularity, and those guys get protected. And while everybody else are fighting 50-50 fights, that guy that they're protecting and making the face of the promotion company, the brand, the the weight division, this guy's taking 60-40 fights, 70-30 fights, or 55-45 fights. Whereas though, we know he gonna win, but it could be a little choppy, or it's just gonna be, like I said, a flat out 60-40 joint, where it's like, he gonna beat this dude. The guy's gonna put up some resistance, but he's really gonna beat this dude, and we know that. And then the guy has a good name, so we can always say, oh yeah, he had a good name and he beat this guy, that guy. But we know that the guy was never at any point a serious threat to whoever that fighter is. So I do see some upside in this. There is still going to be the evils of it all, but we gonna see, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below, man. But yeah, yep, man. Top Rank has found a new home, and it is DAZN, and that is for a multi-year deal from what I'm seeing. So let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's it's your boy JYD checking out live from the diaper room, man. Much appreciated. Much love, y'all, man. Thank you to everybody who hit that subscribe button, who hit that notification bell, so that y'all can know every time that we post on this joint, man. Beautiful joint. Peace.